Good evening and welcome to Blueprint Explosive Exclusive. I'm Madhav Das Gopal Krishnan. Viewers, a controversy has erupted in Maharashtra where the concept of Sabka Saath is being undermined. This is in Raigad district, barely 100 kilometers from Mumbai, where a housing project seems to be wooing only a particular community. We're talking about the upcoming housing project in Neral in Raigad district. There are ads where religious imagery is being used. The project seems to be promoting halal environment, and this has become a political issue as well, with Mahayuti calling it a Ghazwa-e-Hind bid. Before we get to the politics, let's show you a ground report.
मुंबई से सटे नेगल में एक रेसिडेंशियल प्रोजेक्ट अपने एडवर्टीजमेंट की वजह से विवादों में है। मैं इस वक्त नेगल के उसी कंस्ट्रक्शन साइट पर हूं जहां पर ये सुकून एम्पायर नाम का प्रोजेक्ट है, जिसकी यहां पर लॉन्च होने वाली है। अभी यहां पर काम शुरू नहीं हुआ है, कोई सैंपल फ्लैट तैयार नहीं है, लेकिन विवाद है इसकी एड को लेकर। सोशल मीडिया पर जो एक एड वायरल हो रहा है, जिसे लोग काफी ट्रोल भी कर रहे हैं, उस एड में बताया गया है कि कहीं ना कहीं ये इशारा दिया गया है कि ये जो प्रोजेक्ट है वो सिर्फ और सिर्फ मुसलमानों के लिए ही है। यहाँ पर आपको हलाल फ्री आपको फैसिलिटीज मिलेगी, एम्यूनिटीज मिलेगी। और इसके बाद में जो है अब इसमें राजनीतिक विवाद भी जो बढ़ने लगा है। कई सारी जो राजनीतिक पार्टियां हैं वो भी इसमें आरोप लगाने लगी हैं कि क्या ये गजवा हिंद की साजिश रची जा रही है, कैसे इस्लामिक स्टेट बनाने की साजिश की जा रही है, सिर्फ मुसलमानों के लिए ही कोई रेसिडेंशियल प्रोजेक्ट जो है कैसे बनाया जा रहा है।
Now, my colleagues have also spoken to the sales team members of this project. Here's how they justified this particular attempt where only one particular community is being mentioned. Listen in.
सुकून रेसिडेंसी जो है हमारा एक पहला प्रोजेक्ट, ठीक है, वो 2 साल पहले हमने वहाँ पे काम शुरू किया था। तो सुकून रेसिडेंसी के अंदर जब ये स्टेज था, अर्ली स्टेज था, जब काम शुरू नहीं हुआ था, तब हम लोगों ने ये नहीं सोचा था कि हम भाई मुस्लिम कम्युनिटी को ही देंगे, राइट। लेकिन वहाँ पे डिमांड, लोकेशन और एरिया, तो वहाँ पे जिन जिन लोगों की बुकिंग्स हुई वो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह सारे अपने वाले थे। अच्छा, कम से कम एक बिल्डिंग के अंदर 60 to 65, 70% सारे अपने वाले आ गए। तो फिर हम लोगों ने ये सोचा कि भाई बाकी का 30% भी हम हमारी ही कम्युनिटी को दें।
अच्छा, तो मतलब जैसे अभी ये अपना जो प्रोजेक्ट पे काम हुआ है रेसिडेंसी पे, तो अगर आगे चल के भी मुमकिन यही है कि गुंजाइश है कि ज्यादा बुकिंग जो अपनी हो, तो फिर यहाँ पे भी वैसे ही हो जाए ना।
बिल्कुल, इसीलिए जी बिल्कुल।
Now viewers, we've tried to dig deeper and found that it's not the only project promoting halal environment. There are some other projects in Mira Road, Thane, which are also seeing similar attempts to attract people of a specific community that were made, like proximity to a mosque, a Qurbani space, etc. Take a look at this report.
After Neral in Maharashtra, another project in Mira Road, which is adjacent to Mumbai, is under the controversy. I am here at Mira Road, and you can see this project by Oasis Lina Group, which is under construction, and you can clearly see an advertisement and hoarding here, which showcases a family which is praying, and more importantly, it says Qibla facing view. That is a west facing view. Qibla facing means a direction where you pay prayers, namaz, especially in the Muslim tradition, where the Kaaba Sharif is located in Makkah. But this doesn't say that the east-west facing normally, or it doesn't mention that even Hindus pray in the same direction, but very specifically it is mentioning only about one particular religion. So this is under question, and now this may also spark another controversy that there are many more projects in around Mumbai which are catering. The question is, are they catering only to a specific religion? BJP is also raising a question on such ads. NHRC, that is National Human Rights, has also issued a notice to Maharashtra government seeking some action. So we have to see that this another project may also spark more controversy, and this is not the only project in Mira Road. There are several other projects which are under the controversy with the same kind of ads which hints that the projects are specially designed only to serve a particular people from.
And the National Human Rights Commission has also taken cognizance. The NHRC member Priyank Kanungo says this is not an advertisement but poison. He says it's a bait to fuel division. Notice being issued to the Maharashtra government as well. Listen in.
हमारे पास सह्याद्री राइट्स फोरम नामक एक एनजीओ से शिकायत आई है। उन्होंने बताया है कि छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज के महाराष्ट्र में मुसलमानों की अलग बस्तियां बसाई जा रही हैं, अलग टाउनशिप बसाई जा रही हैं। हम महाराष्ट्र सरकार को नोटिस करके सवाल पूछने जा रहे हैं, क्या रेरा, अर्बन डेवलपमेंट डिपार्टमेंट रेवेन्यू डिपार्टमेंट इस तरीके के घेटोस की बस्तियां बनाने की परमिशन दे रहा है? क्या छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज के महाराष्ट्र में हम धर्म के आधार पर बस्तियां बसाएंगे? ये फिर कहोगे लोकल ट्रेन का ड्राइवर मुसलमान चाहिए, तो ऐसे ऐसे करके तो तुम एक दिन कहोगे कि महाराष्ट्र में अलग मुस्लिम राज्य चाहिए। ये सेकुलर प्रिंसिपल्स पे भारत के संविधान के अनुसार चलने वाले महाराष्ट्र में हम होने नहीं देंगे। भारत का संविधान सेकुलर प्रिंसिपल्स में अपनी आस्था को स्पष्ट करता है।
The NHRC clearly has taken cognizance of this particular issue. Let's quickly go across to Mohit, who's joining us for more on this. Mohit, the NHRC is saying that they have issued notice. What is the action they are proposing to take in this extremely sensitive matter?
Well, yes, in fact, Madhav, it's a very sensitive matter, and we know for a fact that how NHRC has written to the Chief Secretary of Maharashtra, and NHRC basically, in their letter, speaks about this particular project and says that this is a project where RERA has provided a township project which is being promoted and developed under the name of Halal Lifestyle, and they have received a complaint, they basically say, and they want an action to be taken. They also say that this project and the advertisement of it clearly promotes communal segregation, and it violates the provisions of the Constitution, equality and non-discrimination. We also spoke to NHRC member Priyank Kanuga, who clearly says that this is religious ghettoization and this should not be allowed. Now, the questions are also being raised on RERA, and the Maharashtra Chief Secretary has been written a letter, and within 2 weeks, a report is being sought by the NHRC. So we have to wait and watch what exactly will be that report, because the NHRC says that
stay with us. There's also a massive political fight that has broken out on this issue. The BJP is saying that they won't let it happen in Mumbai or anywhere else in Maharashtra. The MIM doesn't really seem to have a problem with this. Listen in.
भारत के संविधान में जिस तरीके से सभी लोगों को पूरे अधिकार दिए गए हैं, उसके खिलाफ ये बात है। मैं सरकार से गुजारिश करूंगा, सबसे पहले तो इस तरीके से धार्मिक आधार पर ये घर बेचे जाएंगे, इस तरीके से कोई एडवर्टीजमेंट करता है, यही गैर कानूनी है। इस पर कड़ी से कड़ी कार्रवाई होनी चाहिए। और मुझे लगता है कि धर्म के आधार पर कोई भी अपना एक अलग इलाका, अपना एक अलग विभाग बनाने की कोशिश करता है, उसको एक एडवर्टाइजमेंट के जरिए लोगों तक पहुंचाता है और ये कहता है कि हाँ, हम सिर्फ इसी धर्म के लोगों को घर बेचेंगे। ये एक तरीके से भारत के संविधान को चुनौती है।
देखिए, मेरा ये राय है कि देश के संविधान ने इजाजत दिया है कि एक भारतीय पूरे भारत देश में रह सकता है जहां भी उसका दिल करे, और कोई डिस्क्रिमिनेशन नहीं हो जाना चाहिए। संविधान इक्वालिटी की बात करता है, डिस्क्रिमिनेशन की बात नहीं करता। मगर यहां देखने वाली बात यह है कि कितनी मर्तबा हमने ये देखा है कि कितनी नॉन मुस्लिम जो सोसाइटियां हैं, मुंबई की बात कर रहा हूं, वहां पर भी आप मुसलमानों को घर नहीं देते। एक फिल्म स्टार थे पहले, इमरान हाशमी, वो लेने गए थे बैंड्रा की एक पॉश लोकेलिटी के अंदर, एक सोसाइटी के अंदर, तो उनको नहीं दिया गया था घर का।
Let's quickly take this across to our guest. Now joining us is Krishna Hegde, spokesperson of Shiv Sena. Rahul Ishwar is joining us. He's an activist. Also with us is Professor Atikur Rahman, political analyst. Joining us also on the show is Misbah Qadri, who was denied a flat based on religion. First and foremost, Krishna Hegde, I want you to come in. What exactly is your government going to be doing on this particular issue? What is the action you are proposing to take?
Mother, first of all, this clearly violates articles in the Constitution and also in the BNS. And therefore, I think the National Human Rights Commission member has said that they've sent a notice to the Chief Secretary. However, let the Chief Secretary reply on this. But however, I think that such, attempt to create division among society will definitely not be tolerated. And any action needs to be taken legally or otherwise has to be taken against the company.
All right. Professor Atikur Rahman, this kind of advertising, are we going to see advertising for housing on the basis of religion now? And how is this acceptable? Doesn't this undermine constitutional principles, sir, which you very often speak about?
Madhav, it is so heartening to know that the BJP and Mr. Krishna Hegde is advocating cosmopolitanism. This was the thing we were advocating since years together, that in Mumbai, the Hindu societies do not allow the Muslims a house over there, a flat over there. We were fighting.
Can you give an example?
And now it is so heartening, sir, that cosmopolitanism is the need of the hour. So now your government will see to it that no Muslim is barred in any of the housing societies, and I will tell this particular housing society.
Professor Atikur Rahman, two wrongs don't make a right. Where have you seen similar ads as far as Hindu societies are concerned? Can you give us, or any other community for that matter? Professor Atikur Rahman, do such advertisements or public declarations anywhere exist?
Last year or so, a Gujarati lady who was a Gujarat government employee was denied a home provided by the Gujarat government in a Hindu colony. The entire Hindu colony came out in protest that this Muslim lady won't be allowed in a Hindu society. Where was Mr. Krishna Hegde at that moment? Did he support that lady in Gujarat?
Okay.
And mind you, he was a government lady.
I will once again reiterate, two wrongs don't make a right. Certainly, of course, that is not acceptable. But is this the solution to such situations that exist? Rahul Ishwar, I want you to come in on this. While certainly there may have been instances, I'm not going to get into or try and say that there are no instances where such unfortunate denials of a certain tenant of a particular community may have happened. But is this the alternative then? And is this acceptable then?
Just one submission. I believe everyone should listen to what Madhavji just said. Two wrongs don't make a right. As a Hindu, I am apologetic and sad that if any of our Muslim brother or sister has been denied, and yes, it is a truth that there has been discrimination across India towards various communities by A community or B community in this. Let us encourage pluralism. Let us encourage people living together. True cosmopolitanism, true Indianism, true pluralism is definitely going to have a celebration of various communities. Yes, halal spaces can be there, offerings can be there, prayer rooms can be there, just like in malls. There is no issue. Community living is also not an issue. But if a Hindu or a Christian or any other community person chooses to live there, or if he has a right to buy, if he has a ability to buy, he or she should not be denied a space there, denied a flat there. It should never be branded, or it should never be anything like a ghettoization. Yes, community spaces are definitely there. At the same point of time, that should not amount to any kind of discrimination. It's a sensitive subject. Nobody is saying no. Just like you earlier pointed out, people like Imran Hashmi might have faced discrimination. Nobody is saying no. But only when we live together, if there are any wounds that can be healed, if there are any differences that can be ironed out or sorted out.
Absolutely.
So
the question is this. The question is that, of course, uniform yardsticks have to be there. If there are instances of discrimination, are we going to further lead to ghettoization and, particular communities only staying together? Is that really the solution? In fact, there's a quick update coming in. There's an impact coming in on ground. And this is a mega Times Now Newsbreak impact. In fact, after Times Now's reportage on this issue, the developer has been forced to take action and has now taken down the controversial poster. We have Nilesh joining us for more on this. Nilesh, take us through this particular poster. What has happened on ground?
Well, yes, Madhav, this is a big Times Now impact after we came on ground here in Mumbai's neighboring Thane district, Mira Road, Nayanagar area. And this was the exact spot wherein this controversial poster was hung up. However, now the action has come in by the developers who at first had extended apology and now is seen hiding his controversy. This was a project which was developed by Lina Group, and this was the exact poster where this controversial picture were seen, this controversial statements were given in that this particular project will be catering to one community only. And now you can see how a black sheet has been put over here covering the said controversy. Now remember, it was not only in this particular area, but the Neral area was also gaining controversy, which was to a great extent perplexing as well as deeply concerning, that how this particular group is trying to spread communal disharmony in the society, somewhat disturbing.
Very, very significant. Two pictures you can see of the poster. Now this particular poster has been covered up. Thanks so much, Nilesh, for bringing us that quick update from on ground. Let me take this across to our guest, Asif Sohail, political analyst, also joining us. Asif Sohail, अगर कोई गलती नहीं की गई है तो ये पोस्टर क्यों कवर अप किया गया है, सर?
सर, मैं पहले तो आपको ये चीज बताना चाहूंगा, सर, जब दरवाजे बंद होते हैं ना तो हमें अपना छत बनाना पड़ता है। आप देख लिए 2014 के बाद मुसलमानों को दिल्ली रहने दो, मुंबई रहने दो, अहमदाबाद रहने दो, बैंगलोर रहने दो, वहां पर वो लोगों को घर क्लियरली डिनाई किया गया है कि यहां पर मुसलमानों को जगह नहीं। जब पारसी कॉलोनी हो सकती है, जैन सोसाइटीज होती है, मारवाड़ों की जगह होती है, तो क्यों मुसलमान जब अपना घर बना तो तकलीफ क्यों, कंट्रोवर्सी क्यों कर रहे हैं सर? आप देख लीजिए दिल्ली एनसीआर के अंदर क्या हुआ, मुसलमान को क्लियरली आने की जगह नहीं दी गई। गोटकपर का केस देख लीजिए, बैंगलोर का देख लीजिए, गुजरात में 2000 राइट्स के बाद जो कि मुसलमानों को अलाउ नहीं किया। सर ये हमारे अपने सुकून के लिए बना रहे हैं सर। देखिए मैं कोई चीज को सपोर्ट नहीं कर रहा हूं, हिंदू मुसलमान सिख ईसाई सब मिलकर रहना चाहिए। जब मुसलमानों को जगह नहीं देते रहने के लिए, और कई जगहों पे तो क्लियरली लिखा हुआ है सर ओनली वेजिटेरियन अलाउ है, क्लियरली कई जगहों पे मुसलमानों को जगह नहीं दी जाती है। जब आप कंट्रोवर्सी क्यों नहीं करते सर? आप मुझे बताइए, आज जब एक जगह पर 65% लोग रिजर्वेशन
Krishna Hegde wanted to respond to that. He says that when other communities can have living spaces for themselves, what is wrong if Muslim community also has a living space for itself? Is that a fair argument, Krishna Hegde?
Madhav, there are 35 crore Muslims living in India and living peacefully amongst the Hindus. I don't know where he's taking some, fringe instances and talking like this. But all are in fact, since independence, we have been saying that all have been living together peacefully and in harmony. But then that does not mean you can have a country within a country and try to do ghetto, work like a ghetto, live like a ghetto, and have your own set of rules which are separate from the entire other society. You can't say, I'm going to give you a halal environment, I'm going to give you Qurbani space. What people say that during Eid, when you are cutting, making sacrifices, that should not disturb other people. I don't think any Hindu is wrong in saying that, or any religion is saying in that. In fact, I think it affects a lot of Muslims more than the Hindus, because they have to live in that atmosphere. And therefore, I think...
Quick response. Professor Atikur Rahman.
माधव देखिए, गणेश चतुर्थी रहने दो, दिवाली रहने दो, अब ये सारी चीजें रहने दो, हम बराबर मिलके बनाते हैं। मगर आप लोग पीछे हट रहे हैं ना सर। हमारे बकरीद में आपको ये दिक्कत होती है, रमजान में होती है सर। हम तो आपके हर फेस्टिवल में साथ में जुड़े हुए, होली भी हम खेलते हैं, गणेश चतुर्थी में भी हम रहते हैं शामिल, और अब दशहरा में भी होते। तो आप क्लियरली बताइए सर, जब मुसलमानों को क्लियरली डिनाई करते हैं तो आप जब क्यों आगे नहीं निकलते हैं सर? आप एक आरएसएस की स्क्रिप्ट लेकर आके अब टीवी के ऊपर बैठ
ये गलत बात है, इसको आप पॉलिटिसाइज कर रहे हैं। Certainly, of course, it is nobody's case that there may not have been acts of discrimination, but is that discrimination to be perpetuated? Rahul Ishwar, again and again we come back to the same question. He says we are ready to celebrate your festivals. It is Hindus who don't reciprocate. That's the charge coming in from Asif Sohail.
Please don't think like that. There might be one-off instances, which people of either community may have taken wrong. Look at our Prime Minister. He was sending a green chadar to the holy Ajmer Mosque. There might be hardline elements in every community. In my community and your community also, there might be people. So there are spaces which we celebrate together. For example, Madhavji might know, in Kerala and many places, church, temple and mosque celebrate many things together. So we need to create that kind of a culture pan-India. And that's how India is. India is Vishwaguru because we have this pluralism, we have this harmony. So let us encourage people.
Who better than Rahul Ishwar who can tell us that even in a revered shrine like Sabrimala, there are shrines, which are mosques on the way where in fact all the devotees also pay their respects to. We'll have to leave it there for the moment. Krishna Hegde, Rahul Ishwar, Professor Atikur Rahman and Asif Sohail. I'd like to thank all of you for joining us this evening.